This week, I was talking with Heather Parady, and we're talking about transitioning um, careers, for lack of a better term, but transition within your entrepreneurial journey. And for Heather, she's becoming an expert, if not, she is already known as an expert on storytelling, especially short length content. And she originally started as a therapist, as a photographer, a therapist, and now she's doing this full time. And this is her passion and in a way, her purpose to do this. And I brought her on to discuss this because I'm going through the same thing. A lot of entrepreneurs that I hang out with and talk to, we're going through the same thing. We've got a lot of, I'm an engineering by trade. I was trained by an engineer, trained by an engineering school. I went through engineering and did that. But honestly, I'm an entrepreneur with an engineering skill set. And I've been almost 25 years doing this. And in a way, I'm a little tired. And I really want to transition into something that I do well and I'm passionate for, and that's helping other people grow, be it a company, an individual, entrepreneurs, or whatnot. Looking back, that's always what I've done is helping other companies or other individuals grow through my engineering services. And why was it hard? Why is it hard right now to just say screw it and off we go? I'm tied to engineering a little bit. There's some aspects I enjoy. I'll get into a little more. But Heather had a great point. There's a lot of fear, shame, and embarrassment to say I'm going to do something different. And that's also, again, we're comparing ourselves to other people's measuring stick. But at the same time, if you got a young family, you have a family, you got other obligations, it's one of those things, or now you got someone has to sacrifice for you, and it could be a little shame in there. So the other thing too is my coach, Dan Sullivan, told me one day is, I made a lot of mistakes. We've done a lot of mistakes. We've done a lot of stuff. And a lot of entrepreneurs change paths, change direction, change industry. But those last years is tuition. So I want to tell you, if you're thinking of doing a transition and doing something you want to do more of, that you're having more fun with, just think about, and you're worried about the past. I was really worried that my engineering training, all that knowledge I gained is lost and is gone to the other people. But in the end, that's tuition. Your past experience, your past training, that's all education for what you're going to do today and what you can do in the future. So it doesn't have to be in your industry, right? Like my wife, she's got Rosie's Kitchen. She's got a dedicated gluten-free, egg-free, dairy-free bakery, doing very well. She's a cancer research scientist. But what she learned in university about the sciences, the chemical crap and all how things work together, that's what made her make these new batches or new recipes to make good gluten-free product. But that's the training she used from her science degree and training or education or experience, sorry, and brought it to what she's doing today. It wasn't a waste. She's very passionate and cares for it a lot. For me, and I think it'd be a lot for you, the listener who's thinking of a transition or wanting a transition, is right now I no longer have energy to build an engineering firm. I no longer have the energy to make it 20 people. Okay, been there, done that. Is kind of like the attitude I have. But if you don't have the energy to do what you're doing now, you got to look to transform that energy, because your team's going to feel it, your customers are going to feel it, and you're not going to have fun. The family and friends around are going to feel it. So we have to do this, and we got to stop having fear, shame, and embarrassment around this. Okay. So I still want a little piece of engineering, but it's going to be around my unique ability and the stuff that brings me energy. So we need to focus on stuff that brings us energy that we can do all day without any frustration or pain. So objective engineering for me is going to be structure on my unique ability and do the things I really want to do and have a team to support me on that. Okay. And that's the key thing. What brings you energy? Okay. Me, it's helping people grow. Doesn't matter how it is, where it is, what industry you're in. My unique ability can apply it anywhere. I like to help people and companies grow. And that's where I am chasing my things. I am chasing the changes of objective engineering, the impulsive thinker, to stay within my unique ability and brings me energy. It's okay to transition out of what you've done for 10, 15, 20, 25 years, 30 years, or even 40 years. It's okay to transition to something you want to do that brings you a lot of energy and a lot of fun. As long as you're having fun and you're helping people, that's all the permission you need. Thanks again for listening.